Jesus. Hello, everybody. This is the part 2 of our Q&A. We got a lot of questions, a lot more than we anticipated, so we split the pod in two, and this is the part 2. So if your question wasn't answered in the last one, you better believe it's coming up. You better believe it.
Believe it. Believe it. Believe it. Believe it. Believe it.
Hope you guys enjoy. Stay tuned for the end because
Stay tuned for the part 3. This is it. This is it.
just stay tuned for the last.
There's an Easter egg at the end if you stay that long. So
See you guys.
Shalom.
Shalom! Oh, for shalom! Alfie, shalom!
Somebody said, "Is that guest Brenda single?"
No, would she
Yeah.
get a boyfriend a month ago?
I think something like that. Yeah, Joaquin.
I think they met before she quit Coles.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
I wish the best. They seem like a pretty good couple too. So
I think he's out of her league.
really,
Yeah, because he's pretty hot. And Brenda, I guess personality and looks, and he chose personality because it wasn't looks.
yeah, we should have him on the couch. Ask him that one. She's single. What's the process for having a guest on your show? Do they reach out or do you? I've always wondered.
Combination. So for the most part, I feel like we kind of reach out. I think 80% of the time we reach out. And especially as time continues and we get more famous, people have been reaching out. But it's kind of, honestly, it's just a big feeling thing. There's no right or wrong person or anything. It's just kind of more like, do we want you on or do we want you to put you on the back burner a little bit? Like maybe we want you on, but we just don't want you on right now.
Yeah.
We have a list, a fat ass list of probably like 12 people right now. And, which is like, I'm really happy. I'm really, happy that we get the chance. But it's just kind of like a feeling thing, Like, do we want this person? Oh, this would be a good person. Like, literally like that. Like, oh,
We can talk about
that'd
this.
be a good
we can
person
talk about
to have on the
that.
pod,
Sometimes, like, what are we going to talk about with this
Yeah.
person? We usually figure it out.
You
Like,
kind of, that's the big thing is like, okay, are we going to be able to talk about? Like,
Yeah.
That's the only thing it's our only factor that we really think about
yeah.
is like, are we going to be able to talk about something for at least an hour-ish?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think it's about like 50-50. I don't know. We reach out. They reach out to us. Nah, probably we reach out more. But any funny trip stories? 2 exclamation marks, 1 question mark. Like edibles or shrooms, LOL.
I have a bad shroom story, but that's like a long story, so I'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
I recently made out with, not recently, it's been like 2 months, I think. I made out with someone on edibles, and I hadn't taken edibles in a long time, and that was great. It's really great.
Nice. I've never done any psychedelics, so I don't really have any trip stories. I've had some bad, like, high stories. Just, like, I fucking freak out. Like, I think in high school, I was, like, 16. I smoked a blunt with my friends, and I had, like, a full-on... Like, now I recognize it as, like, a full-on panic attack. Like, my ears started ringing. My fucking heart was pounding. I literally thought I was going to die. Like, that's the best way I could sum it up was, like... I was just like, bro, the worst thing is happening right now, and I can't stop it. And it was just, I fucking freaked out. There's just that one, and then on the pod, like, that was a pretty bad high.
And I'm like, that's not what's going to happen.
Let me...
Believe it or not, like, I was just, my mind was racing the whole pod, and I was very uncomfortable. But it's crazy, because after that pod, too, after getting high on that pod, I told myself, like, dude, I don't ever want to fucking smoke again. And now recently I've kind of been wanting to smoke again.
I just had like not a great high like a week or 2 ago around there. But I was kind of like at a bad place. I had called Chris actually like the day after, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then I cried to him, which like is rare, And it was just kind of like a long journey of like decline for a second, And then the trip didn't help. It wasn't even anything crazy, but it definitely was exhausting and a lot. And it was just kind of like basically has to do with a lot of self-hate,
You just come to like a lot of realizations.
Yeah, just a lot of realizations of like how much self-hate I have and like just the cycle, and it's just all bad. So I'll talk about it probably more in depth later. Anyways, so that didn't help, and like since then I've only smoked once, and I'm kind of like trying to not smoke as much, just because for me personally, Like right now, I'm at a time in my life where I'm really, really trying to be good to myself and good in general, and have like a good, healthy life. I've been trying to like write things down a lot more. It's really hard to write things down, especially when you start feeling better, you know? 'Cause then you're like, I don't really need to write things down.
You're like, well, I'm
But
chilling.
I'm really trying to, like, I'm keeping my notebook on me, you know? But yeah, since then I haven't really smoked. I haven't had the desire. Actually,
Really?
I've been kind of having like, it's been a little bit easier than I thought, but man, it is hard sometimes because I'll just be home and I'll be like, you know, like I just want to smoke,
Why
you know?
not? Yeah.
But I'm just like, if I'm already in, right now, it's like I'm already not fighting a losing battle, but it's already really hard, you know?
Yeah.
To like have a good, healthy lifestyle and have a good, healthy mental state.
Yeah.
And like, for me personally, I just feel like weed really doesn't help. Like, it wouldn't help, like, you know?
Yeah.
And so right now I'm trying to keep weed to like only like big things. Like I smoked at our Aries end of the year party. So it was like all of us. There was hella people smoking. We're outside. It was chill. I was like, you know what? We have this once a year.
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to do this like after practice or, you know, like something like that where it's like, if anything, I'd rather just drink because I don't think I'll have like that many lasting like negative things from it, you know?
To give context, Aries is our Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu gym. That's the party who did that at. I just realized I said funny trip stories. I don't know. I mean, I don't have anything like out of the norm where it's like shit's always funny when you're high, but like I've never had anything crazy where it's like, oh, this is a crazy ass story with like a whole arc and everything. Yeah, I don't really have anything like that.
I feel bad. Sorry if you're asking like this question you really want to know. It's just like, you know, we're 2 hours in, all right?
Nothing too crazy, funny. Wise.
It was always super fun playing video games. Like that shit was so fun.
I remember playing Fortnite a few times high, and it was really fun. Would you ever have people from high school on your podcast?
Yeah,
we already have.
Yeah, we have, and I mean, that's probably who we'll have for a bit.
Yeah,
and
while we're growing.
Even in the future, like we'll probably have more opportunities to ask people that we didn't even know, but they're in high school. We knew them in high school, or they went to the same high school as us. I wouldn't be opposed.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a simple one.
Have you always had a passion for this?
I mean, podcast wasn't even I didn't even think about it, you know, before.
Yeah.
2 years ago, I'm sure. Like, I don't even think I really even knew what podcasting was too much, you know?
Yeah.
So, no, just been a newfound passion, you know, a newfound journey.
Yeah.
I thank Joe Rogan. I don't know if you guys like him or don't like him, but, like, you can't deny he's helped the podcast.
Goats, yeah.
He's helped the podcast, man. Got, like, $1 million contract from Spotify, which
$100
means
million.
something. $100 million, sorry.
Crazy.
And that was a big thing where I was like, holy shit, like, this can be something, you know?
Yeah.
And just like the fact that this is something that I enjoy so much and it's basically just me conversating is great. Like,
it's great. It's fucking fun. Yeah, I haven't always had a passion for it, but I did I remember distinctly a period in my life where I just like fell in love with podcasts, like specifically one podcast. It's called The Leo and Danny Show. It's like very like gnarly humor, dark humor show. But I like fell in love with that show. I binged the fuck out of it, like every episode. I'd be fiending like every week for the next episode to come out. I was like in love with it. And that's like one of my like biggest inspirations for podcasting for sure. Before that, I would listen to like Joe Rogan a little bit, like Adam 22, and he would like interview like porn stars and shit, but nothing crazy. But yeah, from like that point in like 2019, I just fell in love with pods. And a big moment when I knew I wanted to do something like in this realm was after I had my surgery, which was summer 2021. I had like a really long like recovery period, or it was like 6 weeks where I like just really couldn't do anything. I couldn't work, so I was just like at home all the time, like doing nothing.
And he had to like stay sitting and stuff.
Yeah, like
very,
I couldn't work out. You know, it was very restricted. So I would just watch like hecka like YouTube videos and podcasts. And that's when I realized, like, dude, like, I want to do this again. Because in 2019, we had a channel called Valley Boys who would do, like, skits and shit, like, just trying to be funny and vlogs. Those are gold, bro. Those are gold. But they're, like, vlogs, yeah. Or, like, short films. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Just
short skits.
Yeah. And we stopped, and I just feel like I still had that bug. And, like, during that time where all I did was, like, have time to think, I was just like, dude, I want to do that, like, so bad. And yeah, I came to realize like I want, because at first I was just thinking like, damn, I just want to be like a vlogger or something. But then I was like, bro, I love podcasts the most. Like, we do a podcast, so
I think I've always been like we just talked about it earlier, but like the streaming, like streamer was a big thing. Before that was just video games, like gamers, like Minecraft was a big thing. Call of Duty and Minecraft were huge for me. So I think I always knew I wanted to be like a content creator in that sense, like something like that, something YouTuber vibe, vlogs.
yeah,
I loved David Dobrik vlogs for a long time. That was a big inspiration, was just being able to like, you could film something with your friends and make it, make it into something big. So all that. So it's crazy how the podcast ended up being something, because I mean, like I said, a few years ago, I didn't even know what I'm not even thinking podcasts aren't even mainstream for me, I guess, I'm sure people knew about podcasts and stuff. I'm just always late to the game of everything,
Yeah. Anyways. Oh yeah, this one's good. It ties in. How do y'all do this? We live in a small town and you're not afraid to get made fun of? Question mark.
Can I go first?
I think that was like part of the allure for me of doing this, was we live in a small town. So the shit that we're going to talk about, like I just knew was going to be gold, and like we're going to be really raunchy and like super honest and transparent. So I think that was one of the like driving forces for me, was like, I want to be that person where people are like, holy shit, like how is he doing this? Like got that motherfucker in me.
This shit regular.
And I love that. And there's been so many times we've finished a pod and I'm so anxious to post it, because I'm like, I cannot fucking believe we told that story, or like, I can't believe I shared this, There's been so many times like that. And every time I'm just like, bro, it's worth it. And I post it and I'm always so fucking glad that we did. Also, that feeling kind of goes away as you go. Like, I don't give two fucking shits anymore. I mean, you still think here and there, like, damn, what if Kalani like hears this part,
And then you have to see him.
Exactly.
That's
like,
the
you
hard
have to see
part.
these people, but you gotta be yourself. And like, this has helped me so much with just being confident with who the fuck I am. Like, I don't really care what people think of me anymore. It's helped a lot with that.
And like just respecting your voice and your thoughts, like validating your own thoughts, like just really solidifying who I am, because I'm speaking it and I'm giving it out to the world, And I think this person is thinking like, okay, well, are you scared to get
Just keep going.
are you scared to get made fun of, or are you scared because you're in a small town, so shit circles and you might see the person or whatever? And I mean, yeah, it's like, it's not easy,
Sometimes it does, occasionally. Like, I remember this dude at jiu-jitsu was like, bro, I saw your fucking thumbnail, or like the title of your pod the other day, and he's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, it was something like weird. I'm just like, fuck you, dude. Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, exactly. And like, I just know I'm not gonna please anyone, but it helps so much when you just pass it. It's hard to pass it, because it's a small town. Like, bro, these stories we're talking about, I'm still seeing these people. Or I'm still I still can see these people, and the fact that like I don't think about it too much about like getting made fun of, because luckily I don't think that way too much, and I think it could be a really bad thing if you get stuck in that loophole, because it's bad, and it's hard sometimes. Like I told Chris this, like sometimes I'll be promoting our own stuff, like our own reels, or on Fridays, if you guys follow me on Instagram, I post at least like 5 times that day, because we post, and I even hesitate, because I'm like, fuck man, I have to post this shit again, and I don't know, like these people, they're following me, and I know they're gonna be kind of annoyed, or maybe it's like embarrassing in a sense, but I'm like, and I just think like, fuck that. Bro, like if I was more famous, like I wouldn't give two shits. So I'm like, this is how you get to this point, is by doing it unapologetically now. And that's a big thing. Like I said, if you could overcome it, the reward is just so fat. And I think that's with a lot of things, just posting yourself in general, posting a selfie, posting what you think, posting what you believe. It's like, yeah, you're going to get made fun of, but like, fuck those people. Like, like if these guys are like, bro, they made a YouTube channel and now they make a podcast and they think they're all that or whatever. I don't really think like that. I don't like to think like people are haters and stuff, but I'm sure there is a couple, but just like, fuck it. Like, fuck them. Like, and that's the approach you have to be able to do this for like this long, is to just be like, okay, like I don't really care. And in schemes, 500 subs technically isn't too big, and in a sense that could be laughable to some people. Like, these guys think whatever, they only fight. But it's a lot to me, and it's a lot, and this is a lot, and this is fun, and this is great, So I think that outweighs the fucking. If I see this popular person or whatever, and they think I'm like, they whisper about us or whatever, who cares?
Yeah, who gives a shit? I couldn't have said it better myself. That was great. Have you ever thought about being bisexual?
I wanted to take this one, like, think about it a little bit. Yeah. No, but I do, like, I think there's always times where you have to look at your sexuality. Like, there's always, like, there's times in your life where you have to be like, because I've had my conversation with myself.
You suck on
like
my nipple and you're like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute, I'm kind of hard. Where it's just like, you have to, like, you kind of should reflect on yourself, because, like, maybe one day that answer will change. But so far, like, it hasn't. And, like, you guys will be the first to know. I honestly don't think if I was bi or gay, like, I don't think I will really be scared.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? Maybe I would, at the time. Maybe I don't know. But no, like, as in, have you thought about it? Yes. Like, have I thought, like, okay, like, do I like guys, or am I interested into both? Yes. Like, obviously you have to think about it, like, to know the answer.
Yeah.
But all the time it's been like, no, like, I'm not,
Yeah.
So
I've definitely reflected too, like, at certain different points in my life. Like, I don't know if there's anything that, like,
that's a pee again. Sorry.
Okay. I don't know if there's anything that, like, caused me to do that evaluation of myself, but I absolutely have. Like, it's been like, okay, let me look at this guy or let me think, like, okay, if a guy's penis was, like, in my face, how would I feel, And it's never been like, I would never be turned on by that, So I've definitely just evaluated myself a few times. I also asked my mom once, I was like, did you ever think I was gay growing up? Because me and Jaime both have gotten that from, like, friends and coworkers. Like, once we've gotten cooler with them, they'll be like, honestly, when I first met you, I thought you were gay. And I'm like, okay. So I've asked my mom, and she never thought I was gay, like, as a kid. So I don't know. I've never really felt the urge or any inkling that I might be bi or gay or anything. So I think I'm pretty straight.
All right, we just switched real quick.
Yeah, for you who are still watching, we have our camera back. That's crazy because they're probably so used to just not being
Camera's
there,
back. If you're listening, camera's back.
Camera's back. Camera's back. Check it out. Okay, let me find it where we're at. Sorry.
Should be the first question.
Oh, really?
Smash or pass if your friends are a girl or something like that?
No, that's not it. Fuck, they're all... Okay, I'm just going to start reading them. We'll know if it's the same one,
This one. That was after we just said the bi
Okay,
thing.
smash or
real quick, yeah, and a lot of people ask me too, like, oh, the first time I saw you, I thought you were gay and all this stuff, and your family, of course, like, how we are is not normal for our family lineage, So, of course, that's why I have to self-reflect too. It's like, when you ask, I have to have an answer,
Absolutely. Smash or pass your friends as girls. This is kind of a tough one to talk about because it's just like, damn, we're really going there. But,
like, I'm just gonna. What about this? What about if we were girls?
Huh?
What about if we were girls? Would we smash?
No, they're saying our friends who are girls. Would we bang them?
Our friends as girls. That's what I thought at first.
Oh, like our friend group if we were girls?
No, if they were girls, but it's harder to, like, try to switch Noella with long hair and breasts. So I'd rather say if we were girls, would we fuck our friends?
Yeah, let's go with that because that's how I'm interpreting it anyway. So let's just do that.
I think you're interpreting it as in, like, would we fuck our girlfriends?
I was at first, but now I'm thinking if we were girls, would we bang our friends, our guy friends? Yeah, I think I'd bang all of them.
Yeah, they're all cool. And hot. I mean, I think all our friends are hot.
Good personalities. Like, I'd want to get to know them.
Good people. I don't think any of them will fuck me over. And if anything, like, I'd at least fuck you for the night,
Yeah. Absolutely. What has been and always will be your biggest argument about?
I was thinking of this one, and I was thinking that I think me and Chris have a consistent, at least bickering back and forth, long conversations. And it's kind of vaguely the concept of it all is Chris not doing something that I think Chris should be doing. I think that's all. A lot of it comes down to that. That's a common one. It's one of my things I have to work.
Overthinking about something.
Yeah, and it's both. It's like I have to work on that too because even if he's not overthinking or even if he is a little bit, like, I just think he should do it.
Yeah.
And I really shouldn't be wasting this much energy on it or thought.
Yeah.
And I should let Chris be his own person sometimes and all this stuff, you know?
Yeah.
But I think that's because we don't really fight, you know? And for like someone who
No.
talks, we talk a lot. I'm really happy that it's not like really toxic. You know, it's more just venting, talking,
We don't
reflecting.
disagree
you
on
know?
a lot of shit.
Yeah, we don't
either,
disagree.
Which
We
is
have
really
a
good.
similar thought process on a lot of things. Like if we were in two different rooms and you asked us about one situation, we'd probably overlap a lot, which is nice.
I think I don't try to change your mind about very many things either. Like when I don't agree, I'll just be like, this is your viewpoint, you know? So I think that's also a big one. Mine, I would say, is like, I would just never like understand the argument of like it's easier to wipe your ass without standing up. Like, bro, there is no way in the fucking world you're gonna tell me it's easier to wipe your ass while you're sitting on the toilet by leaning to one side and getting your hand in that tight crevice. Like, bro, just stand up. Like, it's okay, you know? You don't have to have that much pride.
I just feel like it's not even that much of an advantage to stand up. It's not worth it. Like,
Bro.
you literally opening your asshole when you're sideways, when you lean,
But just like
and you're spreading one cheek and the other one's lifting, so you have like a perfect access.
I'm already getting fired up. Like, I don't want my hand to touch
I'm
the
heating
toilet
up.
seat, especially if I'm in public.
I've
you
never
know?
touched a toilet seat with my hand,
There's no way. Like, your hand is getting in there,
but
bro.
it's perfectly calculated.
And even that, like, to wipe front to back from that position is so much more work, too. Like, as a kid, I used to do that. But I would wipe back to front because it's, like, so much easier that way. But it's just, like, I just stand up every time. Like, no matter where I am.
You ever get
and
embarrassed,
it's so
like,
much easier.
The person in the stall next to you is like thinking like, what the fuck?
It does cross my mind, like, they probably see my feet pivoting, and then they hear the wipage. But, like,
They see your head leaning on your, like,
my hair hanging down below the stall. No, I don't give a fuck. Like, it's in my head, but I'm like, bro, I don't care. Like, it's just more comfy for me that way. Say your girlfriend / boyfriend cheated on you with your best friend. Who is more at fault? Did you not hit record?
Oh, wait, sure.
Okay.
Did I?
Who's more at fault there? That's a good question. That's a really good
say
question.
it one more
I
time. So
think.
your best friend cheated on you with your ex, right?
No, with
or
your
your-
current girlfriend.
Oh, wow. I mean, I think they're both the same at fault.
Because they're both your best friends. They
yeah,
should be.
literally.
Yeah.
I think they're the same. Who would I be more upset at? Probably the girlfriend.
Yeah.
And not in some like weird misogyny or fucked up way. It's just more like, yeah, the friend's I'd still be pissed at the friend, you know?
Yeah.
Especially if it's my current. If it's my ex, I don't think I'd ruin a friendship over someone sleeping with
Really?
my ex. Yeah, I just don't really
Really?
care like that, you know? Like if I thought this person was so attractive and so perfect or beautiful in personality and loving, and I got the opportunity to be with them, like it makes sense why you'd want to too. Like, okay, like I respect that. I wouldn't
Yeah.
now to date someone, to date them would be a little bit different. Maybe not so much upset. I don't think I could shake it though. I think I'd always have like this bitter feeling.
Yeah.
But it'd also just be like, I don't think we could be friends because it would just be too awkward.
Yeah.
You know? It would
Mhm.
just be too weird. But
Ham is really good at like detaching his emotions from things like that. I'm just like a jealous. I get jealous and I don't know. I just like I have that like primal like thing where I'm just like, no, like I want that for me, you know, and not for you. I'm just I don't like it about myself because I hate feeling jealous. It's like the
yeah,
worst.
I think
feeling
jealousy is so
ever.
stupid, but I do get jealous in certain people in certain situations, and I hate it. Like I
hate
just
it.
feel like it's like it's such a
Because you're
bad-
disgusted at yourself
it's
for even
it's such a
feeling
bad
that way,
feeling.
you know?
It's such a emotion that shouldn't be really. You know.
Yeah, I feel it. Because every time I'm just so disappointed that I even feel jealous. So
Okay, real quick, you catch your current girlfriend and your best friend. Let's just say me. Keep it interesting.
yeah,
And your let's just say your ex, right? Like what? Just so you can have a visual, you know, that your access. You caught us having sex in my house. You were gonna do a surprise for me or something,
yeah,
and my sister gave you the key, so you're able to come in.
yeah.
And I was fucking her on the couch,
Uh-huh.
raw.
Uh-huh.
What would you do? And before she opened it, you heard, "Oh my God, she's so much better than Chris." I'm just kidding.
What would I do? Like, I wouldn't like try to beat your ass or like.
Well, you couldn't.
I wouldn't do anything like physically. I think I would just walk away. Like literally, I would just walk away. I'd be like, bro, I can't do this right now. Like this is so overstimulating. Like what do you even say or do? I would just walk away. And honestly, I think both of you guys would probably be like cut out for my life.
Yeah.
Like there's no way. There's no coming back from that. Like I can't unsee that or unexperience that. That's like ingrained in my brain that you had like so little self-control and like respect for me to just do that.
It's
And
the hard
same
part.
for
Self-control
her,
is crazy, you know?
Yeah, and like about the ex thing that you said, like I don't think I could look past that either. Like if you banged my ex, like obviously it's not as bad as if we were still dating, but it's like seriously, like I don't know. It's just like a weird. I'm very like big on like bro code, like really big on bro code. And
It pisses me off because sometimes I'll tell Chris, I'm
scenario.
like, you could do something like, say I've talked to a girl and I'd be like, I wouldn't be able to. I'm like, Chris, it's fine. Like, just do it, or do if it ever happened, which probably a lot of these won't happen, but just scenarios.
Yeah.
Like, just do it. Like, I don't care. You know, it's okay.
And I always say no. I just can't. So yeah, the ex thing, I'd be like, bro, I just can't. Like I don't know. It would probably like permanently alter our friendship, you know, for the worse.
And that's just a scenario that I don't even think I've been in really. So I just don't even know how me as a person would be able to handle such a thing. Like, would I be angry? Would I cry? Would I leave and think it's okay and then later be like, oh my God, you know? Or not think it's okay, but like leave in a somewhat steady emotional state. Yeah. And then later on break down, you know, like how would I handle that? Like I'm saying current girlfriend, you know, so it's really like, I think I'd have to like analyze like how does this change things? Well, obviously we're broken up, you know, like obviously we're broken up. The friend, we're probably not friends, I guess, maybe, you know. It just seems like a lot.
Who's more at fault? I haven't answered the question though, so I would say
I answered, sorry.
I would say fuck, I mean both, bro. Like the friend like should know, like hands down, you know? It depends how deep you are with the girlfriend, but I'm assuming it's like you're like at least 6 months in where it's like this is serious. We love each other, you know?
Real quick, just
I think the friend's more at fault. So we just came to a realization. We're back. We promoted the fuck out of this Ask Us Anything, and we got a shitload of questions, like 70, I think, 69, something
appreciate
like that.
it.
Yeah, shout out to you guys. It's lit. So I think we're gonna make 2 pods out of this. I think we're gonna make 2 pods. So this might be in the second pod. I don't know, but
Yeah,
either
who
way,
knows? But that's the
there'll be
maybe
like an
probably
intro
what we're
there.
leaning to because it's kind of long.
Welcome. Yeah. Favorite show right now?
I've been watching Peaky Blinders. That's one we've both been watching. That one's just I watched it a long time ago, but I'm re-watching it because I never finished it because I'm notorious for not finishing shows. I still haven't watched the last 30 minutes of Better Call Saul.
Bro, Hammer does this fucking thing. I don't know if that's what you're doing with that. I don't think it is. But like,
yeah, that is because there's nothing left on the Netflix.
It's so annoying to me. I hate it. He watches an entire show and he doesn't watch the last episode because he doesn't want it to be over. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, are you a psychopath? How are you okay with that?
I'm
like,
sick.
That's very okay with me banging your ex. Like, what? But that is just insane to me. I don't know how you live life like that.
I don't know.
Like, it is sad when you finish it, but there's some things in life you just got to deal with.
You really do. You just got to deal with. I think maybe if I finished all the shows that I've started, my life would be better, huh? I think that would show some
It would
growth.
add 1%.
Yeah,
like
some
1%
elixir.
better. Exactly.
But I don't know. I think I get sad. I'm gonna get sad. I get anxious because I know I'm gonna get sad, and then there's just something about it finishing that just doesn't feel right. Like I'm gonna know that it's finished. But I've been doing a little bit better than I have ever done. I've been trying to like just fucking bang him out, you know? Like, I don't want to finish this, you know? But
is that why you didn't finish Peaky Blinders, or did you just stop watching?
Yeah,
it?
Peaky Blinders.
'Cause he's like rewatching it with me.
Never
basically.
finished Dexter.
Oh my god.
I finished House, but that was because it was like a family kind of thing. You know?
My family used to watch it too.
So good. You should watch it, man.
As an adult, I'm sure I'd appreciate it so much more.
The humor is really good.
Lost. I remember my family would watch the shit out of
We
Lost.
finished Lost as a family.
That's such a fat show too, dude.
Yeah.
Like how many seasons?
I think
It's
it's
a
like
lot, right?
5.
Oh, I thought it was more.
Well, I think it just seems
I think the
long.
show is just so
Maybe it is
like,
long.
drawn out. It seems like
It's a lot of episodes, it took a long time.
I remember that shit being kind of scary as a kid.
It is a little intense.
Yeah.
And it deals with like some intense topics and intense shit.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
like adult shit.
Like,
you know,
people dying, private communities, God and death and life
Yeah.
and shit.
We used to watch a lot of Survivor when I was a kid. Did you ever even see that? Do you know what it is?
I know what it is.
It's
but
like, yeah, they're all on an island, and it's like a game show
Island
almost.
Boys.
But
I'm an island boy, I've been trying to make it.
they like have to survive on an island and do these tasks and like these physical tasks, and then people get voted out of the tribe. I don't know why we were so into it, but we were. American Idol too. That was a big one for us growing up.
I remember there was a point in YouTube, my YouTube stuff, where I'd watch a couple
The
American
auditions and
Idols
shit.
as I'm like watching other stuff. You know,
Yeah.
you kind of get hooked and hit the next and notification or
I think
recommended. You know,
the auditions were always the best part. 'Cause it's like that's where you see the crazy, like
Yeah.
the good, the bad, and the ugly, like all of it. You know.
or this one performance by it's your sex on fire. That was a good performance. I don't know.
Oh,
that
really?
One. That one just because I
On
love
American
that song
Idol?
because of that. It was either
Banging
American
song.
Idol or X Factor.
Oh yeah, we used to watch that one a little bit too. My favorite shows right now definitely Peaky Blinders. That's the one I'm watching. I just finished Breaking Bad like months ago, and God, it's a fucking banger. Like if you haven't watched it, go watch it.
It really
It's
should.
amazing.
Even if you don't think it's good for the first couple episodes, which we've heard complaints, just watch the season.
See it through. And if you don't like the first season, then don't watch it. Better Call Saul, I just finished that, which is like a prequel to Breaking Bad. Fucking banging, really good. Not as good, I'd say, as Breaking Bad, but it's really good. Yeah, Peaky Blinders is the Peaky fucking Blinders.
By order of the
By all of the Peaky Blinders. Yeah, it's gnarly. It's a good show. I didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I like am, and I also don't think I like it as much as other people like it. Like people would die for the show. And I'm like, it's good, but it ain't that good. You know?
It's good, but the thing that takes me out is just like some concepts or some how it
the
is.
language. It's such a different time period. It's in like the 40s or 50s or something. So it's like, what the fuck is even going on? Sometimes?
Yeah.
What is this shit?
Yeah.
The fuck is a copper?
I just finished the show
Yes.
called Severance at Apple TV. See, I finished it. Really hard. It's
good.
really hard. It was only 8 episodes.
Yeah.
But there's more seasons. But it's really hard to do that because now I have to wait. But I did that. That was a good one. Anything recent? That's it.
Nice. I'm trying to think of anything. I'm just gonna do like I love American Horror Story.
Yeah, I was
That's
going
a
to start saying my
banging-ass
favorites,
show.
but I didn't want to go.
Dexter's good. Banger. That's one of the best shows I ever watched. Probably Dexter's a banger. That's it.
Attack on Titans.
Attack on Titan is amazing. Any embarrassing moment you thought you'd never tell? There's just one that's in my head and I don't want to repeat it.
Do it. Repeat it. You said on the
Yeah.
pod.
I think you know what we're
Oh,
both
it's
talking about.
the. Are you feeling this connection?
Oh no,
Oh,
no,
no.
no.
Okay, say it. If you already said on the pod,
It's like
though,
a confession me and you both made at the end of a pod, and we were like, "Holy shit!"
oh shit, yeah, say it.
say it.
Why not? If you're comfortable.
This may or may not be the beginning of a new episode. Damn, us just saying we don't defend our sexuality. Yeah, me and Jaime had some like borderline gay sexual experiences when we were young men,
Not with each other.
young boys, not with each other, with different guy friends at the time, and that was something that was like, holy shit! Like I think starting a podcast, that was like the only thing in my head I was ever like, I think that's off limits. Like I'll never talk about that ever. And I said it, and I could not believe it. And like, that was probably one of the biggest, like, oh my God, I'm going to post this, you know? But the fact that we both shared something was like, it made it a lot
What pod
easier.
is that on so I could at least watch it?
Should we give it? Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it.
Oh yeah, right. Oh,
Because it's always been like an Easter egg to me. Because I know
Yeah, it's
it's at the
towards the
very
end.
end. Long ass pod too. I don't remember the number, and I'm trying not to like say the one distinctive factor about that episode. But
just say it.
oh, it was Chris shit in the car. That was that's in the
Oh.
title and it's in the thumbnail at the top. Chris
I thought-
shit
wait,
in the
I
car.
thought Chris shit in the car was with your ex.
That is the one.
did
And that's
that?
what I was trying not to say, but fuck it.
We did that in front of her.
Yeah, can you believe that?
Wow.
Like that's probably the worst context we could have done that in.
Wow.
And I remember my friend Nish after he's like, "Bro, I can't believe you did that in front of her." And I was like, honestly, it is kind of nuts. Like
I don't even think I thought of that at all when I was saying it. You know, like I don't think I ever cared.
remember, Like after we recorded that, she was just kind of like, "Holy shit!" Like I could tell she was kind of processing it. She was like, "I never thought like
She
you
never.
would
Yeah.
have done that." Like it wasn't like nothing homophobic. She was just like, "Oh my God!" Like that was so much for her. And I know she didn't really know what to say during that confession too. She was just kind of sitting there. So I'm sorry for that. If you're
Watching
by
this.
some
Hopefully
slim
you're not
chance
watching this.
this.
But it's in the end of that,
I
and
put
it tells
you in
good
a-
stories of both of us.
Yeah.
But embarrassing moments, I don't know, bad at storytelling again. But anything that just kind of like gets gets your face red and all that stuff. Always like miscommunication stuff. I remember this one time when I was younger, my sister had brought over a friend, and she was a girl, and I think she was leaving or coming, and I remember like her opening her hands wide, and I gave her like a good big hug. And then I just realized that it was for my sister behind me, like it wasn't even really for me.
Yeah.
And just like stuff like that where you're just like, I'm so embarrassed,
You can't
It's
believe I
like,
did
oh
that.
my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, that's always awkward, like the handshake hug. I hate that. I think the good default is like always go for the hug. Fuck it, Like what could go wrong, Yeah, I think that's it. If you could be a vampire or a werewolf, what would you
They
be?
spelled
and
werewolf wrong. They put WEAR, right?
I don't even know.
That's
Like I want to
WERE.
say that's wrong, but I'm not positive.
Not shitting on you. I'm
We'll
just
put it here.
I'm just kind of like
What would you be and why? Details.
a werewolf seems cooler, but a vampire seems gnarly. Like they're both sick. I mean, they're both just
Yeah.
cool. What is it? Magical creatures that are just dope in their own
mystical.
way. I'm sure there's like different rules, so I don't know. I probably think right now, werewolf.
And why? What's the details?
Imagine fucking like a dog. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just
I already
kidding.
got that dog in me.
Real miss. I think just like it just seems cool, bro. Like you're a fucking beast,
Yeah.
And you could like run on all fours. You're big. You're like strong, and it just seems cool, And
Yeah.
something about being like an animal, like it tickles that spot of your fantasy, of, like
Yeah.
wanting to be an animal, and composed would be fun,
It's hard for me to not think about Twilight with this. I fucking love Twilight, by the way. It's a banging saga.
I haven't
of
really watched it.
movies. It's very cringy, like to watch as an adult, because it's like so lovey-dovey and just like stupid at some points. Like, and it's so unrealistic sometimes. But it's hard for me not to view this in that context. But I think at the end of the day, I would be a werewolf. They're both really fucking cool, but werewolf, goddamn, my stomach just growled
So hungry.
for
I was
so
thinking
long.
I was thinking of food at my home right now.
I think werewolf is more like practical, because vampire, it's like, bro, you can't do anything during the day. You have to be sleeping in a coffin. You can't be exposed like sunlight like that, or else you like burn and die, whatever the fuck. There's that thing with garlic. I think you can't be around garlic. I'm just like, what is even that? But
Have you seen that video when she's like, Daddy, chill, and he's like, what the hell even is that?
what the fuck is even that?
You didn't win in my yard.
Wait.
All of you.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
Yeah, that shit's hella funny. Also in Twilight, the vampires live forever, and I think that's actually a curse. Like, what's gonna have meaning anymore in life if you just live forever? Like, what's your motivation? What's the drive? So
And the fact they're having sex with high schoolers, man.
yeah,
You're thinking
they're like
that they're
100 years old.
you
Fuck
know?
that shit.
It's a little sus.
Little sus.
A little sus.
And yeah, the werewolf's just fucking cool, dude. Like, no way you're a wolf. Like, you can transform into a wolf and run at like fucking 50 miles an hour and kill shit with your boys.
Like I could wrestle a bear. you
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
And like, yeah, in a vampire, you're probably strong enough to like punch the bear and fucking kill it. But like, it's not as fun,
You know how much of a thrill that would be to like stand off with a bear with your boys, That's sick. I think it'd be dope. Then you could howl at the moon and shit. And just a
The
beast,
color of your fur.
Yeah.
Mine would be a little curly, a little wavy,
Be dope.
brown. The only thing that sucks though is how, I don't know how big you're gonna get, but how kind of the transformation of it.
I'm like,
like
a
a-
chihuahua.
You're like a wolf chihuahua mix, little deformed, stubby legs,
Yeah.
Don't even have a house. Like,
I'm like the fucking Grinch's thing he uses to scare people when he fucking puts out the front door. It's disgusting looking.
you come out and your face is hella slanted. Oh my god.
Oh fuck. So there's that. Which country do you guys want to go in the future? That's how it's written.
We've answered these a few
Yeah,
times.
I think we answered it with Angel on the recent one. Japan for sure. Japan's one of the tops. Japan, Hawaii. I'm just kidding. Japan's probably one of the biggest. Spain seems cool. It seems kind of like, I don't want to say luxurious, but like like exciting. Nightlife is crazy, I've heard. Portugal seems really cool too, from what I've heard, and beautiful. I think it'd be cool to like live in Spain for a while and then hopefully like learn Spanish. I've like always wanted to like actually learn Spanish and be fluent in it. That'd be fucking sick. I think that's probably it.
I think Europe always just seems fun and beautiful. Anywhere in Europe. Did he say country?
Yeah, it's country.
Sorry. Well, somewhere in there. I don't know. I feel like everywhere has something to offer, man. So it's hard now at this point because it's just like, bro, everything. Germany, Japan, you know.
Can we just put this photo in here of our friend Sam Abaji Faji pooping in Paris?
Hey. It just seems so fun, man. But like all those countries and like exciting, especially as a tourist, you know, like when you're a tourist, you don't really have to like live the bad parts or the bad side of that country. So it's literally only the good sides. Like it's only the good things, you know, which I guess is like a privilege in itself, but it's that's what going on vacation is, you know? Yeah. So all these seem like so much to offer, especially when you have money, you know?
Yeah,
especially
for sure.
when you have money.
I think I'd love to go like way more places, but those are just the top, I'd say.
Like I want to go, like I'd spend, cause I'm not really inclined to go buy a plane ticket to another country, you know, to be honest, like at this point in my life. But those are the ones where I'd have to like, after a few years, I'd have to go to one. And then maybe after a few other years, I'd probably go to another. Like those are the kind of countries. Like, you
know. Sure. Is Chris single finally? ... Question mark.
Really?
Bro, yeah.
That's a question?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yes, I am single finally. I never like talked about it specifically, but I've been single since August, like mid-August. The episode where I said I'm really sad. That's why I was really sad, if you couldn't pick that up. Yeah, I don't know. Like I've never really wanted to like talk about it crazy, like why we broke up and stuff, just out of respect for her. So I don't know if I'll ever do that, but yeah.
Well, can you real quick?
I'm just kidding. I know Jaime low-key wants me to do it. Like
eventually, I think it's important. I think
there's a lot to be learned from it.
And I think a lot for you guys to learn. That's why I say it. Like
Yeah.
a lot of these battles that he was facing, it's like I faced at one point. I know a lot of guys are facing, and like I think it's important to hear that like your thoughts are valid and like other people feel them, and you're not a shitty person, you know.
Yeah, it is really important because you feel like a shitty person.
I wonder why they said finally though, like as in they.
I know, like were they waiting?
Or
who are you? Can you DM me please and just be like, "Hey, it was me."
Or as in like they saw like maybe how you were talking or something,
Yeah.
and they're like finally like you know like
oh like they're like they don't belong together.
Yeah, something like that where it's like you were saying
Maybe.
certain things throughout the podcast, or like Chris needs to be single or something. You know?
Maybe. I will say that like she's a great person. There's like no bad blood there. Amazing person. Like a very good significant other she was, and I don't know. I definitely just wish the best for her. I don't think we're on bad terms, but we haven't been talking for a while now, like months. But I hope she's doing great. I think about her sometimes, you know, just like the good things, the bad too sometimes, honestly, but like the good. She's a good person, so I hope she's doing great.
She was cool.
Your favorite guest you've had on the show?
I don't want to do that one.
At all? Just fuck it?
I don't think we should. I don't think we've had enough like hundreds of guests to be like, okay, yeah, there's a few. I just rather not.
I think it's just fucked. Like I don't think for that reason, but I think it's just hard. It's like picking your favorite child. Like you can't say that.
They're all really
you know?
great too.
Literally, it's hard to pick one.
I think
or
one of my
few.
favorites. I'm just gonna say one of my favorites is for sure this Alika Kalani one that just came out. That one was a really good time, and I think that was the first time. Not the first time. Well, kind of the first time. Like we had a guest that had just such depth and was able to enunciate all those things, or not enunciate, but communicate all those things, and It was just like a really like a guest you'd see on a really high level podcast.
Yeah,
And I think that's why it was
like
one
a
of my
David
favorites.
Goggins
Like,
type guest.
and I know you guys appreciate that. Like, you guys are listening to not only us, but another guest who has like this whole other crazy character. But I mean,
Yeah.
all our other guests have too. But it's just this one was just so solid.
I like, yeah, that that was a heavy pod. Like a lot of anticipation, like leading up to it for me for that one. I had never met him. I'd met Alika before a few times, but I never met Kalani Buffalo Black before that. So I was nervous. Like I get a little like nervous sometimes before the pods now. I'm pretty used to them though. But that one, fucking nervous. Like it's just like, bro, this is the man.
We're having mic problems, dude.
And mic problems before starting. I was gonna fucking, dude, oh my god. But yeah, I was really nervous for that one. But it ended up really good. I think we got
Almost
lot of support.
1,000 views in like 4 days.
Yeah, banging, really good. Should we just say some of our favorites or not?
We haven't had that many guests.
We have though.
Okay, yeah, we have.
36 episodes.
Okay, I'm gonna say like top 3. Let me. Oh, fuck. Yeah, like.
Just come on, memory test
You
it.
first.
Okay. I just feel bad for the people I don't mention.
That's what I'm
because,
saying.
like,
I don't think we should do
bro,
it.
everybody was great.
Yeah.
Everybody's
I guess if you're
brought-
not on this list, it's not because you're not my favorite, or it's not because you're not good. It's just like some I have biases. Okay, Sauda, Alika, and Kalani, and I don't know. I can't do a third.
Why? Because
It's
it's
just like
so
that's
final.
just a big one, you know, like you're third, and then you're not in the top 3.
I'm just gonna say like the Lindsay one is banging. That stands out to me a lot. That was a really good pod. Long ass pod just because we're having so much fun and like tickles. And I was like, bro, she was just a great guest. Like it wasn't like pulling teeth. Like we'd ask her something and she would just go. Like she would share so much, which was great. Like really good guest. Are the Korean they're not all Korean.
Asian
Our
girls.
foreign
I was thinking
exchange
that one.
students banging. That was also just like a very
It's a
momentous
big
pod for
one.
us.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I was
that
thinking.
was
It
a
might not be-
breakthrough.
It might not be
know?
my favorite in a sense, but it was definitely a big part of our podcast career.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Like a big step in our growth, having that many guests on and those types of guests that we didn't really know yet. That was crazy good. Mary from Germany was good. Says What She Wants was banging. That podcast is so underviewed. Like Says What She Wants. That shit was so funny. And we drank and we got tipsy and it was like went off the rails. It was fucking sick.
Angel one was really funny. Like
Jose
Hold on, all
Duarte
of us
was
three.
banging.
Jose and him like sharing his side of things was really good. They're all great.
Mary from Germany was great. They're all good.
I love
dude,
Mary's.
honestly.
I remember I was so grateful for that one after the fact.
Yeah. I had so much fun on that pod with Mary. I think that was a breakthrough for me because I felt so comfortable on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Like I never felt so like comfortable and like witty and like just I don't know, it just felt really good. So there you go. We just named everybody.
Brenda and Marina.
Oh yeah, bangers. Least favorite thing about being a podcaster. It's a good one.
Least favorite thing?
Yeah.
Editing. Oh.
Oh.
Hello?
Mic
I
test.
think we're good.
I think we're good.
I think we're good.
That's really weird though. I don't know. We just had some weird issue with the audio, but I think we're okay.
Ask the question again.
Least favorite thing about being a podcaster.
Oh, it's gonna suck to edit. Just
No,
a little.
just a
Oh,
little
okay, yeah. Editing.
Yeah.
That one's the fucking worst thing for me right now. It's just like really hard to like pump them out. It's been getting easier because I've been like taking it a day at a time, but it's just hard for me to do certain things. Like it's hard. I don't do homework, bro. I didn't do homework. You know, I didn't study. Like this shit sucks. You know, like stuff like that where I know I have to do it sucks. I think the bad thing too is anxiety of getting canceled, the anxiety of having guests and hoping that it's a good pod. Let me think of just like one more bad thing. And just maybe like putting yourself out there. It's a lot sometimes, you know.
It's hard sometimes.
It's not necessarily like a bad thing, but it kind of is a bad thing for that small moment. It's just like that emotion that you kind of get from like, do I want to share this, or if I did share this, do I want to post this?
Yeah.
Those are the bads. I would say Like if you were to start a podcast, those are the things you should probably expect. Or those are all bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd say by far, like, just the stress and, like, pressure of it. I think we put a little bit more pressure on ourselves because we want to post weekly. Like, we make that our goal. So there's pressure with that, and a lot of, like, time management, especially when you have a job and you're, like, trying to, like, work out and hang out with friends. Like, it's hard to manage it all sometimes. I fucking hate, like, having to figure out shit technologically. Like, figure out problems with, like, this editing software, figure out problems with storage, with the mics, like when the mics stop working. All this shit gets me, like, so stressed out, and I get so frustrated sometimes. So that's, like, a big one. It's just, like, I've never been a huge, like, technology person, and I've had to learn so much with this podcast.
Chris has
like,
become literally a genius at this.
yeah,
And because he's problem solved every post, you know?
yeah,
Multiple
so many
times,
things.
multiple things. And he knows. Like, and he knows terms. So you know it's good. You know, when you
Yeah,
know terms
I
and you
start
know the
using big-ass
description of them, like,
words.
wow, Chris, you know this.
Yeah, like, I've learned a lot. It's crazy because I'm like, damn, I probably, like, get a job in this shit one day, you know, like editing or something with, like, audio or something. But yeah, I've learned so much. But yeah, just the stress sometimes, dude. Like, with, like, the Kalani pod, bro, it's, like, so much stress leading up to that. Like, just having new guests on you haven't met, the stress. But you already said that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Who do you have pinned on iMessage? I think that's, like, the combos you have. Have you updated your phone to the newest one? I think before that, even, you could pin threads, so, like, your mom could be at the top, or, like, people you talk to a lot, you know? Me.
I have pinned messages. So I have Hunter, one of my friends, Angel, Chris, Noel, Isauda in the group chat. I think those are my 6 top.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Oh,
my pin
nice.
for messages.
I'm actually insane because like, I never have pin shit because I delete everything on my phone before we record the pod. We record the pod with iPhones still, and it's usually my iPhone. Right now, time is. But I delete, like, all my apps, all my photos, all my text messages because my phone.
All our
my,
voicemails.
yeah, my iPhone is only 64 gigabytes of storage. And of that, you're never going to have the full 64. I only have about, like, 40 clear by the time I do all that. And that's why the fucking camera stops recording every fucking pod that goes over, like, an hour and 30. So I don't have shit. Like, when you delete the threads, they don't stay pinned. But if you text a lot of them, they pin automatically. So, like, some of our group chats will be. But before, like, when I first updated my phone, I did pin a lot. And I had my mom, like, our group chats. I think it's just me, you, and Isauda, me, you, and Noel, like, me, you, and the rest of our friend group. Just some of those. How this is a question Jaime asked me as a joke, and we're not going to go into that. Who's top and who's bottom between y'all?
I don't know. I want to get your input before I say anything. I'm not sure.
I'm pretty undecided. I think it's up for debate. I've seen Jaime in, like, a slightly sexual context before. Earlier in this Q&A, it might be in this video or the last one. I don't know if we're going to split this or not. But I mentioned, like, we had, like, a little sexual conquest together. And I feel like what I saw in him that night, I feel like he just has, like, a desire to, like, be dominant and kind of be the alpha. So that tells me that I think you would want to be the top. But you also are, like, so simpy in some ways, and, like, you're so, like, feminine in some ways. So I don't know. I can see you being the bottom too.
And that's on duality, boys.
I think you're a switch.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I think I'm a switch too.
I think you're a bitch. Yeah, the same thing, Chris. Like, I feel like Chris could definitely be comfortable in being, like, the bottom, but he's also capable of being, like, the top.
Yeah.
When I was interpreting this question, I was, like, thinking in our friendship,
Oh.
as in, like, the power dynamic here.
Oh wow. Oh.
But I still think it's, like, 50-50. Like, I vent to Chris, and I think Chris takes my opinion and my voice really, like, highly.
Mm-hmm.
So if I am explaining how I think of something, I think for the most part he'll agree, and not only agree, but, like, that will like change perspective in a sense. But I also hold Chris in such a high regard that if he tells me something, like I respect his opinion so much that like now he has power over me in a sense, you know?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like we both play like bottom or top, and like none of us really have too much power over each other though, where it's like he's just my follower, or I'm just his follower, or I just take charge and whatever. Oh,
Let
it's
the
exposed.
dog out.
They're so pale, so cold.
So you didn't view it as in a sexual context at all?
No, but let me just think. If we're having sex, I think we just play around, Like,
yeah, I think we'd fuck around.
I'd fuck you, you'd fuck me. Like, we'd have to if we're gonna do it,
Yeah.
Like, why would I just like?
No,
you
it
know?
wouldn't just be one or the other.
Yeah.
We'd both fuck each other for sure.
Jeez.
What's the craziest argument / altercation you've had with a customer, if you've had one? I don't remember like crazy details about them. For some reason, like they don't stay in my mind. But I've had like a few. One that stands out is like when I worked at Kohl's, I used to be in customer service all the time, which is where like you take the returns and shit, which is always dicey. Like there's always fucking issues with that. People are always getting upset if they're not getting what they think they should get back and all this bullshit. This fucking guy came in one day. Fuck this guy. Like still this day, fuck you if you ever see this.
Fuck him.
Fuck you. He came in, he wanted to like exchange this jacket that he bought, right? This guy was like a fucking boomer. He wasn't that old, but he's probably like in his 50s. And he came with his jacket. He wanted to exchange it, right? I was like, okay, yeah, go get the same jacket or like make sure it's the same branded price and you can even exchange that bitch, right? He's like, all right. So he goes. He's gone for like fucking 10, 20 minutes. Comes back with a jacket. It's just not working. Like they're not the same like price for one thing, which is already, I fucking told you to get the same price and you didn't. And it just wasn't like the computer was not letting me. By this point, this is like my 4th year working at Kohl's. Like I fucking know how to finesse the computer. If there was any way I could have worked around it, I would have, because I would rather have you not bitch at me and I'll just finesse and break a couple company rules and have you on your way, And what turned out happening, like this guy was being such a fucking dick because it wasn't working. I was trying to explain to him, like, you didn't fucking bring the right fucking shit, like, which I told you to get. And I was explaining, he was just thinking I was a fucking idiot. Like, he was making me feel so stupid. I was like, bro, you're a munch, Like, fuck you. He was being such a dick. I don't remember exactly what he was saying, but he was just like, ugh. And then I had to have like one of my other coworkers go look for a fucking jacket for this guy, or to try to find the one that he returned, that he was trying to return. Turns out, this fucking dumbass, he bought a woman's jacket for himself. It was like a woman's large. And I think he was like, yeah, it's just a little too small for me, whatever. And then like I realized that so deep into the transaction after he'd already been such a dick, and I told him, like, this is a woman's jacket, and I know he was gonna be so fucking furious. Like, this is a woman's jacket, and that's why I can't return it. I told him with a straight face too, and he was like, no, it's not. Like he refused to believe that he could have made such a mistake.
Gosh.
Fucking idiot, dude. Oh my god, I was so mad. And then like I had to have somebody go get another like it was just such a big deal. And he looked at me and he was like, if you keep living this way, you're gonna grow old very fast. That's what he fucking told me. And I've never wanted to jump over the counter fast. Like
just right away.
Look at the couch. The couch is done.
Fucking 3 hours.
I hate this fucking couch because it does that with the lightest fucking movement. It fucking separates. It's already separated. But I've never wanted to fucking jump over the counter worse in my goddamn life. I was livid, bro. Like, I was so mad at this fucking stupid guy. And I guess he's a dick to everybody that works there because my manager had ended up coming. And she was like, yeah, he's a fucking jerk to everybody. And I remember she was like, yeah, him and she's like, his wife has a bunch of boyfriends. I was like, what? She was like, yeah, I guess his wife like fucks a bunch of other dudes. I'm like,
Shit.
what? Like, this guy was like, I don't want to be like stereotypical here. This guy was like paisa as shit, dude. I'm like, there's no way that this fucking machista ass, like, 60-year-old fucking guy
It's like
from the rancho. Like, no way he's allowing his wife
Uh-huh.
to bang these other dudes. But that was the word on the grapevine, so I don't know. But do you have any coworker or customer experiences?
No, but I just remember getting so frustrated because where we worked was customer service, where you do all your exchanges and shit. Just kidding. Like you just didn't just say
I
that.
was like, what?
And people just didn't understand Kohl's Cash rules.
Yeah.
Real quick, is that supposed to flicker
What?
your lights? Why are they doing that?
The Christmas lights? Yeah. I think so.
It's
Tripping you
hurting
out?
my eyes.
Just look at me, baby.
And
That's how I was with that customer, bro.
he does it so well. I had to look in the mirror and remember how it feels.
I feel like
so
I do
could
it bad, but then you always
No,
say it's good.
it's
I'm
good.
Like, okay.
I just remember people didn't understand Kohl's Cash, man. Like they would want to return stuff and then keep the Kohl's Cash.
Yeah, I'm like, you fucking idiot. You think you just get free money?
Like what exactly? Like so, I don't know if you guys know how Kohl's Cash works, if in case you live in Ohio or something, you know, where it's like, so you pay for something that's like $40, you'll get like $10 of Kohl's Cash because you spent so much money, right?
Yeah.
If you return that said item, since the incentive to get that item was Kohl's Cash, you're gonna not get it anymore because you technically never made the purchase.
Yes.
So you're never gonna get the extra bonus.
Simple.
Simple, easy. Like if that were the case, bro, people would be buying shit, returning it all the time, and just
Yeah.
keeping the extra.
Like, you fucking think there's a free lunch in this world? Think again, bud.
You think you're the first one? You think you're the main character? You're my
Yeah.
side character.
Yeah.
You know? And dude, just so many times I'd be like, all right, well, I'm gonna return this, but because of the Kohl's Cash, it's actually gonna be like $10 less. And they'd be like, what do you mean? It's just like, how do I explain this
Any
And
differently.
like, okay, well, if you bought something and you got the Kohl's Cash because you bought it, and now you're returning that said item, you're not gonna get the Kohl's Cash anymore because you only got the Kohl's Cash because you bought the item.
Yeah.
They just be like, that doesn't make any sense. I'm
Yes.
like, bro,
Yeah.
what? What do you mean? Like, I don't understand. Like, you know, and just stuff like that. And that would happen so much. And it's the worst because customer service is like, there's lines, and people
Yeah.
get so frustrated. And it's like, if I spent more than like 10 minutes with someone, it's already, you know, someone's already going to be complaining in the line. I'm like, gosh, bro.
That happened countless times. Every single day. Every day that I would work customer service, there was at least like 5 people upset about that thing. And it's like, I'm literally describing this to you as fucking plainly as I can, and I don't understand how you don't understand.
It's like
I would
a
explain it
whiteboard.
exactly like this. Like, I remember my spiel exactly. I'd be like, yeah, so this is how it works. If you spend $50 more, you earn $10. And since you're returning all these items, it is as if you never spent that money. So technically, now you have never earned that Kohl's Cash.
So
And
you're
they'd
robbing
be
me?
like, what? Hands on the hips? Well, that doesn't make any sense. I'm like,
Can I speak to
how
your
do your
manager?
kids even love you? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, this is the easiest concept ever. And yeah, they'd always want a fucking manager. I'm like, oh my God, like, I've worked here for so long. Like, can you not tell by my confidence that I know what I'm doing? You know? Anyways, just had to get that out of there.
We'd have like regular shoplifters at Hollister. It's not a crazy like story, but that was a thing. And it's crazy because at Hollister you can't really stop them. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you could kind of like be like, "Oh, do you need any help?" But that was it. And I remember it'd be crazy because I'd work in the back, but sometimes they'd call on the walkie to be like, "Hey, we need like all hands on deck on like staring at this guy," basically. You know, I remember just
Yeah.
it was just how funny because I don't think anything was gonna happen. So I'd come out there and be like, while I'm
chest
walking
out.
out, I'd be like, "Hey, who wants it? Who wants it?" Like, but before I reach out to the
Yeah.
floor, I'd be like, "Hey, they need me. Come on, you know." And then I come out there and I low key be kind of scared if they look sketch.
Yeah.
I'd be like, "I don't want anything to go down, please."
Bro, it's like no way you're gonna risk your life for this fucking company. Like,
Yeah.
they don't give a fuck, you know. They would do that at Kohl's sometimes, but they would be like, "Hey, we have this fucking sketchy person in housewares by the towels. Can you go stand by the exit, like the emergency exit? Because people would take a fucking hella shit and they would just run out the emergency exit and the alarms would go off. But I would always get kind of like upset when they'd ask me to do that because I'm like, what? Like, why am I risking myself for you?
Yeah.
Like, what the?
Like, why is there no
fuck?
security guard for
Why
me?
am I get like
you know?
stabbed just because I'm fucking standing in front of this door? Like, if they were
Imagine he's walking out. He doesn't even have to interact with you. He just stabs you because you're there and then just walks out. Like, imagine how pissed you'd be for over like $80 of fucking pants.
the lawsuit that Coles would catch for that. Oh my god! But I wouldn't say shit if they were gonna do that, bro. I'd be like, go ahead. Like, I'm not gonna fucking stop you, bro. What do I have to gain?
I'll hold the door open.
Exactly. I don't have shit to gain from this. What is your biggest pet peeve in a female? I thought about mine. If you're not ready, I thought about mine earlier. I don't know. I didn't have like any crazy ones, but the biggest one I could think of is when a girl like thinks it's cute to like act mean or like act like kind of like sassy with an attitude or something. Like that is so not cute to me, and I get so turned off and like annoyed at that. I get it if you do it like every once in a while, but if you're one of those girls that's like doing it like every day constantly, there's nothing like more unattractive to me than that. I'm just like, bro, that shit is not cute. You're annoying the fuck out of me. Like, stop.
Yeah.
You know? That's one of my biggest ones.
I think, just someone maybe being like super extra or super loud. And it sucks because I've met a lot of my friends who like have been insecure about being loud or extra. And I'm not talking about in that sense. Like, I'm Mexican. Like, I've been around loud people. I'm loud in times, you know? I'm just talking about like the obnoxiously, annoyingly loud people or mean people, like you're saying, or just like where it's like, bro, it's not that crazy, you know? Like, I'm not talking about like we're in a fucking dinner and you're screaming and I'm screaming and we're laughing and all that stuff, but just like certain situations where I'm just like, bro, this is like, I'm embarrassed, you know?
Yeah.
But
I'm embarrassed.
it's rare. And like, if you do know me, don't be embarrassed for being louder fucking a lot, you know? For the most part, like I can handle. I'm game, you know? It's just certain things where I'm like, bro, this is such a turn off, you know?
There's one girl I could think of that you and I both know.
God, Chris.
And she's just like, it's just too much, you know? Just too much. Just overwhelming, you know? Like loud.
I just can't
screaming,
handle it,
like,
and maybe someone will.
I'm sure there's other people that think it's like hilarious, but
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
And like I know that she thinks she's being hilarious, but to us, we've just like never been more disgusted. Not disgusted.
God,
Not disgusted.
just
like,
more
turned
like
off,
I'm just not in the same setting that you're on,
not on a
headspace
level.
level.
Yeah. Not to get dark. ... But who's likely to die first? I'm assuming between both of us. I think Jaime is slightly more likely to die first, and I'll tell you why. Jaime is like a fucking 45-year-old dad with like 4 kids, in the sense that he fucking falls asleep like that. Jaime will fall asleep in any fucking scenario. There can be blasting loud music in the car and he will fucking fall asleep for like hours. I don't know how he does it. It's a gift, honestly. But he fucking... Also, like, Jaime could sleep for like fucking 9 hours, wake up, and then like 3 hours into the day, he's like, bro, I'm just so cozy. Like, I can just nap right now. I'm like,
so tired all
how
the
the fuck
time.
are you gonna nap right now? You just slept so long. And I think it'd be very easy for Jaime to fall asleep at the wheel. And I think if he goes, that's how it's gonna be. Or just a car accident because you're on your phone.
Yeah, I'm on my phone a lot when I'm driving. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry if you're against that, but
Yeah.
I would just think if I crash, bro, it's gonna be so stupid.
Stupid. Yeah, and same with me. I'm on my phone a lot while I'm driving. That's why I said he's only like a little bit ahead of me in the likely to die-ness. I've been a little better though. Like last week, I consciously was just like, bro, this is stupid. And I put my phone down, just had my music playing. I was like, whole drive to Turtle Rock and back, you know?
I think I only stop when I just get like too much. I just know that I'm licking too much and my head kind of starts hurting.
That's
I'm
the
trying
only
to
reason.
focus, and I'm like, I can't do this. And I've tried to just put music or stop my music, and I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, probably me. I just think I'm reckless. And Chris does some reckless shit though. Like I think it's just the white skater boy in him that he'll just do some crazy ass shit where I'm like, oh my god.
Like physically, I'm just like,
Yeah, like
on-
you'll cliff
on the
jump,
highest
you'll
place
cliff
or-
jump at somewhere crazy, or you'll do a crazy flip on something. Like what the fuck.
yeah.
But I think I'm just like sporadic, you know, just
impulsive
all over the place. And I think all it needs is like one bad thing, like one bad luck, and I fucking I don't know, fall off a cliff into a running highway, you know? Like, I'll just do something that I just push it too far, especially if we get famous, bro. I'm going to be pushing things, you know?
Yeah.
But, yeah, either that or suicide. So that's
God. Well, I wanted to take it there, but I don't know if I should.
Up to you.
Have you ever thought about committing suicide? Fuck it.
I don't know. Well, like, I just think sometimes it'd be so easy. Like, it's just like, oh, if I die, there's just
Like
there's
easy
no-
to kill yourself, or easy
yeah,
if you didn't
or it's not
exist.
like easy to not exist, you know?
Me
Which
too.
is basically suicide. Do you know? Where it's like, it's just like, sometimes you just think like, will I ever get better? Does this ever end? Like, even if I am good, there's always gonna be bad, and all this stuff where it gets like so like, oh, is it even worth it? You know, like, is this even worth it?
Yeah.
The only thing, some things that keep me going, or one thing that keeps me going, is just like I'm so lucky to have this, you know, thing that's called life, and just being where I am and all this stuff. It's like, do I really want to throw it away? And you know, there's so many people that love me. I have so many people that I love.
Yeah.
Mostly, like, you know, if it wasn't for my friends, I'd probably fucking kill myself. You know, like stuff like that where it's like I have these things, so I should probably be alive. You know, but yeah, I mean, especially as getting older, it's like easier to think that way. Not to the point where you plan it. Maybe visualize a little bit. You know, I'll visualize a couple of times. I'm like, oh, I could just hang myself. I always think hang myself.
Really?
Yeah, I never think gun.
It seems like the worst way to go, or one of them.
I think the gun is too much like jumping off a cliff. You know, it's just so much build up. I think my hang myself, I could really do it. You know, like I could really get something and go. You know?
Wow.
Oh man.
I've I thought about it for sure. I always think I haven't thought about suicide, or I don't, because I never think about like physically doing it. I don't really think about that aspect, like actually killing myself. But I think about, like you said, how much easier things would be in that moment if I just wasn't alive. You know, like it feels like the biggest thing in the world is happening to you, and like you're just in the worst place of your life. And so you start thinking about it like that. And in those moments, like I try to just remember the things that make me happy, and all the things that I do have to live for, and the things that I'm grateful for, because like you start to take those for granted, especially when you're like really depressed or anxious, like constantly. I've been in those places, I would like to say, and it's just, I don't think it's ever the right decision. Like, I don't think anything is ever, unless your life is like completely shit where you're being like tortured every day or something, like I don't think anything is ever worth it for you to kill yourself. Like, there is never the best option ever.
Yeah, it really
I don't
isn't.
think
You really
know?
will get better, hopefully.
And there's always that possibility of it getting better. Like, this is never the end. This is never your final like fate, you know? So I've definitely it's crossed my mind though on many occasions. I
think
would
like
say.
the most serious I've gotten like suicidal thoughts is not more just like, ugh, this situation sucks, like I want it to end. Like where I've taken it serious, I guess in a sense, would be like I hate myself, like, or I hate this like cycle of regret or cycle of fuck, you're not doing this, or you know, like you're just, bro, like how long have you been dealing with this issue?
Yeah.
And I just think like, just fucking kill yourself, like just kill yourself. Like, you know, you just fucking like look at you know, like look what you're doing, bro. Like you've been dealing with this for so long, or you're doing this certain things, and it's like you really get to that point where you're like that's where I've taken it more serious, where it's like I've been in my head for like hours, you know, and then you're just like, Jesus Christ, like you're sick, you know, like just fucking kill yourself, like, you know.
No.
But it's like nothing crazy.
I kind of lost my train of thought. Oh, I was gonna say, just briefly, I think like these last like 2 months or so, I was telling Jaime, I think it's like my mental health's been like the worst that it's been in a really, really long time. And I think a lot of it is that like I went way too long without having a job. So I put so much like pressure on myself, and I was so fucking stressed about money. Now that I don't live at home anymore. I've moved out. I have bills. I pay rent and shit. And my fucking anxiety's been off the fucking charts. I think there's more to it besides just the job thing, but damn, like I've been fighting some demons and like just really high anxiety lately, and like a lot of like depressed feelings. And yeah, it's definitely like crossed my mind. Like, damn, what if I just wasn't here? You know.
Yeah.
But I always get through it. You know.
Yeah.
You just gotta
Well,
see
I'm
it
here now,
through,
right?
I think. You gotta see it through. Fucking hang in there if you're going through it.
Yeah.
You're not alone. I always think I'm alone, and I'm not. You know.
Yeah. I'm like, for me, I just think I'm like a scum. Like I'm just.
Yeah. Like I'm the only one.
Yeah. And
worthless.
I'm like, bro, like no way. But it's like, it'll be good. Like it's all right. Like you know,
It'll
you're
work
not
out.
that bad.
It
Like
will work out.
you know,
Yeah.
you're not killing anyone. Like it's okay. Like fine. I'm a person. Like
You're
people deal
human.
with these things. You know.
What you're dealing with probably isn't uncommon either. You know,
Mhm.
like everybody deals with that shit. But
Try to have a plan. That's a thing
Just
too. is,
know.
like, try to have a plan.
there's always something to look forward to. There's
Mhm.
always something to fucking keep going for. You know. You can talk to us. Reach out to
Literally.
us. We're here.
And like
Hit us in the DMs.
if an 80-year-old who can't really do much could like find life, like value in
Yeah.
life, us who have the world at our feet, you know,
Yeah.
could do something, like could have value. And I know it's hard, like, and I know it's hard in certain like situations, man. Like even for as like privilege as us being sad is, in
Yeah.
like such a good spot, you know, we're not in a fucking
It could be
crazy
so
ass
much
third
worse.
world
Yeah.
country or even in a bad place in America. Like we're not that bad, you know.
Yeah.
But don't, you know, your feelings matter. Like, yeah, like, don't think, oh my God, I'm so privileged. Like, I shouldn't even be thinking like this. Like, that's not even the way to go. you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's okay. Like, it's okay to feel like this.
I think that's the worst thought to have. Like
Mhm.
try to make yourself feel better is like, I'm so privileged. It's like
That doesn't solve anything.
This is obviously a big deal for you.
Yeah.
But like you just gotta have the faith to know it's gonna pass and you're gonna get through it. You know.
Yeah, for me, it's just like, my biggest thing is just always like a day at a time. Like, I let time pass, which sometimes is bad because, like, that means I'll probably get it again, you know, because I'm not
Yeah.
really formulating too much of a plan
Yeah.
or like a help. I mean, that's why the list, when I was down bad like a week ago, I started writing things down because I needed to, you know.
Yeah.
But just keep going, you know. Just keep going.
Just talk to somebody, dude. Like Jaime vented to me like a week ago.
It was such a funny phone call.
I know, like I didn't expect it at all. I think I was editing, like I was pretty busy at the time, and he was like, "You free for a call?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then he's like, "I just want to vent," and like slowly just kept like unraveling until he was like bawling, and I was like, "Oh shit!" But I mean, I think it was good, and I think we ended that call with you feeling way better. Last night I was feeling like really, really down, and I went to my mom's house and I like vented to her, which was nice. Like, I'm really glad to have that relationship. We've always had that relationship where I can just go to her. But yeah, last night, literally, it was like 9 p.m. or after 9 p.m. and I called her. I was like, "You busy?" I was like, "Can I come over?" And then I literally just like sat on her bed with her. We talked for like an hour. And I vented, and I felt so much better after. And people like don't ever think nobody wants to hear. You know, like we're humans, bro. We're in this together. You gotta be there for each other. We're here to lean on each other. You know.
That's why it's important to surround yourself with people who like you think are willing to hear and are actually like genuinely like. If you feel like you look around, no one wants to hear, then find someone that wants to hear, or
Yeah.
fucking say it to yourself. You know,
Yeah.
like realize that these thoughts, make these thoughts into something more. You know,
Yeah.
instead of like just fucking this constant. You have your headphones on. You're just
Once
like,
it
I
gets out
suck,
of your
you know?
head, it gets in so much better perspective. You're
Mhm.
just like, wow, like I am really tripping way too much about this, you know, or it's really not that big of a deal. You just get a different perspective, you know. And like I said, we're here, you know.
Literally, DM us. Honestly.
DM us, bro. Honestly.
And like, I might not be the best person to ask, or maybe I'm you know, nothing crazy, but like that's a start.
I'll at
you know?
least listen. You know?
Yeah.
At least
I-
listen and
One of my friends, she was having like a mental breakdown this morning, and she called me on my way to work about the situation, and I was trying to listen, and then after like 10 minutes she had to go, and then she tried to call me again, but I was already at work, and I was like, hey, like I can't even text, like I can't really text her now. I was like, but just keep sending audios. I was like,
yeah.
like just keep sending audios. I'll be here to listen, you know, just
Oh, yeah.
keep venting if you want. And she did, and she was sending like more and more, and that was nice. Like there was just a couple more, but yeah, bro, just fucking. I take voice memos sometimes. Like I was telling Chris, I've been doing voice memos every once in a while. Just being able to like,
Oh, just for yourself.
just for myself,
Yeah.
because like I don't know, I don't have time to write. I'm driving, and like I don't know who wants to listen or whatever. So I'm just like, let me just do voice memos. Or
Yeah.
if you feel like there's stuff that you don't feel like yet you could trust with someone, trust yourself. You know.
Yeah.
And like I said, sorry, real quick. Once you say it out loud, you realize like these things are solvable.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm being way too harsh on myself, or like this is not as big of a deal as I thought. Like car troubles, like that's something I get really stressed about. And I'm like, bro, this is such a normal issue for like people in a developed country like us, you know? But yeah, I used to do that too. Like when I was going through it. Sorry, I lost my fucking spot here. When I was going through it before, I would do like, I would actually film videos of myself like while I was driving or walking.
That's intense.
Yeah, and I would just talk and vent, and sometimes audios, but mostly videos. And it helps, I think. It's just nice to get it out of your head. I lost my spot here. Hold on one second. I think we're almost done. Was that based off of Not to Get Dark, but Who's Likely to Die First? It was.
Wow, that's crazy. Well, we got dark, so.
How many stuffed animals do you own?
The stuffed animals that I have, I think, are all gifts. I have a seal. It's just one situationship that I had with a girl for a while. I have a monkey from my second ex that I haven't thrown away. I won't throw it away. I wouldn't want to throw it away until like maybe I get married or something. Maybe I'd give her back actually, or I would want to. But I don't own any stuffed animals that I have per se, like for myself.
I don't own any. Yeah, this is the only thing. This little plushie thing. But yeah, I remember as a kid I had a shitload of like teddy bears and stuff, and then I grew up and then I got rid of them. But no, I don't have any. I don't think I'd really want any. Maybe like one or like two, but I just feel like the clutter on my bed would fucking piss me off. So I don't have any. Just this guy right here.
One would be good.
Are you guys in a romantic relationship or just close friends?
I think if you haven't heard the context of the rest, just close friends.
Yeah, just close friends, obviously. I know there's one that we haven't gotten to. Did I actually just lose the shit out of my spot? Because somebody asked who's the hottest girls and guys from your high school. I'm gonna just swipe through this real quick and see if I missed any, and we'll probably cut this in editing.
Hopefully not, because I want to be quick. Just so I don't have to cut it. All right. So we have the yearbook out. This is just to jog our memory here. We had a lot of beautiful people in our...
Yeah, we went to... Fuck it. We're going all out here. I think we're name dropping, so...
Yeah.
And even, I was thinking right now, like, should we say girls even if they have boyfriends? I think we just say it anyways. So it's like, the way they're going to be that mad. Like, we're not trying to get at them. We're just saying...
And we're saying, like,
really
they're hot in
attractive.
high school, so they're probably like, ugly now.
So good for you, dog.
Just kidding.
Must be
Yeah,
nice.
it's good for you.
How's it feel to live my dream? I'm just kidding.
It's funny because when we're saying, like, why are we single and we're so fine? Oh, my gosh, look at this person.
Wow.
That was before.
Wait, are you going to say her?
I don't think I can.
Come on.
I know. I'm sorry.
Come on. There's this girl that Hyva's like, he just thinks she's like the most beautiful specimen in the actual world. One of them. But he like kind of knows her, so I feel like he's not going to say it. Come on.
I just don't want it to be weird. It's not even like...
No, it'll be a
it's just
little weird.
weird.
You can't
if
say
they find
it.
out,
You
know?
can't say it. Damn.
I know, I'm sick. It sucks. Maybe I will. Who knows? One day. Okay. I'm just gonna flip a little bit. What are you doing? Are you going through?
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to make sure I didn't miss any.
It's just like the only reason I pulled out the thing is because I could think of like some top tier hot ones, but I'm trying to think of like some like baddies that kind of would get slept on or something.
Yeah.
Oh, Lexi's here.
No.
Look at baby Lex.
Oh, I don't think I can name just one of each because the question is like hottest guy and hottest girl from your high school. I don't think I could just name one, so I think I'm gonna just name like
used to think
as
Lexi
many
was-
as I could think of.
I used to think Lexi
I think
was cute.
Lexi was one of the cutest girls in high school.
Yeah, I sat on her.
She was super
I sat with
banging.
her.
Is super banging, but
in
like at
bio.
the time, I was like, wow. I don't even think she knew who the fuck I was. I had chemistry with Lexi
Oh, Maddie.
junior year, and I feel like she did not even know who I was. And
Do you
I
think
used
she was
to-
hot?
Oh yeah, I thought she was really cute, but there's something about her personality I didn't like, so I'm not gonna say her name.
I'm hoping that this camera doesn't see like half of the page so they can like look. Can we just let me get in this corner?
Yeah, yeah, get over here, bud.
We're closing the segment off, guys. So this
Yeah,
is the
and
last.
if you didn't go to high school with us, you should probably just stop watching because this is gonna mean nothing to you.
This shit's rough. Did you ever open this?
No, I never fucking looked through this.
She's really
Is she
cute.
one a contender? I don't think she's like the hottest.
Jesus,
That's fucked.
I'm trying to do it like this. Like, can you hold this?
Hold on.
Chris, there's
there's
no question we've left.
Bro, I just want to make sure. I feel so bad if we miss one.
If we do, ask it again.
You're right. We'll do it on a later pod if we missed you.
Damn, it's crazy because like
I
all these
think
people.
Oh, wow. We just saw the girl that I haven't went on those dates with. Oh, well.
Why do all these people have like memories attached to them?
I know. Why do all the banging people have fucking their own stories written about them here?
Literally.
Oh, my God. I can't say that, girl, but I wish I could.
Okay. How about we go kind of by page and we have to say one person per page? Is
I'm
that a
just-
lot? That for our senior year.
Oh, my God. She's banging.
Okay, what about that?
Are
Can
we going
do
to say
that?
her? Wait,
No,
what
wait,
do we
can we
do?
do-
One person per page?
Is that a lot?
Fuck it, dude. I don't care at this
Okay,
point.
and honestly, this is like try not. Don't think of us as weird. It's a little.
Because objectively, this is so weird.
This is so weird.
I can't
and
believe we're
so
doing
like
this.
past
But you
the
guys
high-
asked, and we fucking
and
we're
go-
always
we
honest on
we
this
always go
shit.
100%. Hold this.
God damn it!
Okay, so out of this, but then they could.
I
see
think
the
hands down
whole-
we're gonna say the same person.
Okay, hold on. Let me just see.
It's Odessa. Let's just say it.
Oh my God! This is the first. Oh,
We're both thinking it, bro. That's the answer here. I see this girl at the gym, and I always thought she was so beautiful.
she was really beautiful.
That's
Okay.
it. Okay, guy on here.
We're not doing guys.
They asked for guys. Okay, we're only gonna do like one or two guys because
Yeah, like they have to be like
Come on.
studs.
I think he was a stud. I never really knew him, but he seemed like a cool guy.
Not enough.
Oh fuck, there's.
Could you?
Okay, like we're fucking doing.
I feel like I'm a
this.
child.
Okay,
Okay,
this
it's
one's
gotta be-
either her.
Or her.
Oh, you were a simp for her.
Yeah.
You were a simp for her. Okay,
Yeah, I wasn't a
can't-
simp with her. For
You
her.
thought she
Oh,
was
thought
banging. Say
So-
it. Say it.
Not wait.
I don't know if I can do this.
I don't want to do this.
I don't know if I can do this, bro.
Well, let's just do like a couple
This
more.
fucking
Oh, Chris
girl.
loved this girl.
because I don't give a
Chris
fuck.
loved this girl.
I thought she was so fucking beautiful, dude. Every
was really
day
attractive.
at lunch, I'd be like, she's so hot. And I would never have the balls to go talk to her. That's her, right?
Yeah.
Catherine.
Don't so okay.
Her name's Catherine.
What do we just say first names?
No, I'm going all in on this one at
You
least
want to
because
say
I
the
don't
middle
care.
name too?
Catherine Tejada Rodriguez.
You thought she was really cute too.
What? Who? Oh, I did think she was really cute. She slid up on my story like recently, and I was like, wow.
That's a good job.
Okay, here. Who the fuck is that? I don't remember this person. Oh God.
You don't remember this person?
Who is that?
Remember she used to have big knuckles? Okay, never mind. I don't want you guys to follow along with the yearbook. Don't do it, man. Fucking keep that yearbook under. And if you're in this page,
I think
I'm like this one.
okay, this is yours, no doubt.
Yeah, but I
right?
can't say it.
Come on.
All right. Yeah, like quick. All right. So much I don't care anymore.
I think this is the most like they asked about how we do this being in a small town. This is probably the worst thing we've done being in a small town.
Seriously, we're literally going through person.
Okay, I'm
Oh,
gonna read
hey,
it.
hey,
Let me
real
read
quick
it
for a
you.
guy. Oh wow, there's 2 studs on here.
Oh yeah.
Kyle was a stud. His name's Kyle Smith. Cole Snyder.
Yeah,
Now,
he's
I know
a
that was a
stud.
fucking
I was cool with
stud.
him for a little bit. He's dope.
And then after what? Not cool.
I don't know. I'm just gonna drift it apart.
All right,
All right, do it. Do you want me to say it or you?
I can say it. Brock.
Brock, what? Yeah.
Solomon. I thought she was really, 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 really
They had a
attractive.
situationship too.
Yeah.
Move your fucking fingers.
trying to hold this
Touch
thing
your
open.
ear. Oh my god.
Ah!
My chest. Sarah Santalena.
Whoa, and still till this
Banger.
day, so
Banger.
beautiful, man. She's so beautiful. I just need a chance. No, we can't.
Shout out
We can only.
Esper. You're awesome.
Shout out Asper.
Okay, I gotta say this one. She goes to my gym and I see her sometimes, and I think she's so beautiful. Saray Regala. I can't believe we're doing this still.
Seriously.
Still, like it doesn't get any easier. Shout out Eddie.
Where the fuck's Eddie? Shout out motherfucking Eddie. He's a real fucking fan to the podcast
Yeah,
too.
day one.
Misses us when we don't post on Fridays.
Oh my god, we can't say that. It's her. Oh
thinking
my
her.
god. Why do I keep reacting? Like the reactions make it so much worse. It shows how much I actually think they're hot.
Ooh, she was cute too.
Grace Boris.
Okay, we can't be pointing because they could follow it with the fingers.
God, they can't see shit.
You're right. Grace Boris, yeah, she has a really nice body
She
too,
knows,
and
too.
really
She's
cute.
banging.
Should we describe it a little?
This guy.
Oh!
Jaime's on this page, and
Oh.
Nathan should on Nathan.
I look good on this. Very like good complexion of the
No,
skin,
it's
dark.
It's this one right here. It's this one right here. You're right.
You're right.
It's Isaura.
Isaura Patiño. Any studs? Nathan's a stud.
Can we say her too? Nah, she watches the pod. Fuck it. No, we can't. I can't believe we're doing one every page. What is wrong with this? It's supposed to just be one. Yeah. Erica Mumford.
Erica Mumford, banging body, very cute.
We're
Very,
sick,
she's
bro.
tall too, and it's like she was known to be tall and attractive. Hey, Chris Mariscott on this page. If you haven't been following along, so you can be tracking everyone.
I know, we keep giving context clues.
And do you
Why
think
is
if
there
they're
no
on here,
girls on this page
if they're
at
on
all?
here, does that mean they're not on here?
Honestly, we're
I
just
don't
skip that page.
Wait, no, wait. Fucking like Kayla Mejia, I thought was.
Oh,
I
yeah,
knew her
she's
in middle
hot.
school, and they used to call her Cha Cha, and she was cute. Shout out Andy, he's a stud.
Shout out Andy. Is that? She's kind of cute.
She's like some of these people
Not
I
me
don't know.
looking
And
at
I'm like,
minors saying they're cute.
God, you're sick.
Oh my.
Yes, yes, man. To this day, I don't know how she's still taken, bro. I'm so pissed. Madison Lemus, short, thick queen. I remember we had to get our ears tested, and I had seen her, and she was wearing like shorter shorts, and I was like, this was like early.
Craziest thing in high school when you see a little bit of cheek hanging out. Like, oh my
Something-
god.
do something to you.
Every page, the realization keeps
I
hitting
know,
me
it's
of
like-
what we're doing.
It's
I'm just like, what have I become?
not getting any better.
It's really not.
Shout out Andrew, fucking stud. Glue up like a motherfucker, because look at this hair. Oh, that's
Dude, I can't go into that right now. It's a kind of a long story.
Okay. Well, go.
Okay, on one of the questions is like an embarrassing moment. I remember when I was in like 4th grade, all my friends were asking out girls to be their girlfriends, and I asked Vanessa Kramer to be my girlfriend in like 4th grade. And she like started screaming and ran away. Like it was the worst reaction you could ever imagine. I think she laughed, then started screaming, and then ran away. And I'd never been more ashamed / depressed in my actual life. And then we were friends after, like in middle school. We were really cool.
Did you ever bring that up to her?
No, we never fucking spoke of it. But
Oh my
we're
God.
cool now.
It's a cool vibe.
It's her.
It's
for
her.
sure.
Oh,
It's
okay.
her.
I don't know, because I didn't really know her in high school. So you could say it, and I'd just be like, oh, yeah, sure.
Lorraine Comas. Do you think it's her last name?
Just saw her in the fucking.
I know. We just fucking saw her.
Shout out Angel. He looks good there. He's tan. Oscar.
Mm.
Shout out Oscar.
Damn. All our friends are fucking baddies.
Really?
She's cool. I actually hate this now. Oh, she's super cute.
Oh, yeah, she
What
is.
you think?
Yeah, it's one of the two, I think, because I knew
think
this
her.
person more. Okay, say it.
What's her name?
Samantha Hope.
There we go.
She had a cool vibe, too.
No.
Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Wait.
yeah.
Lexi.
Lexi.
Hands down.
Alexandra Hammond. She was a baddie. She still is. God
Killing
damn, I
it.
love her.
Since day
Look at
one.
Noel. Skinny ass Noel.
What the fuck is that smile, Noel?
He's like a fucking serial killer.
What the fuck is that?
He was trying to. He was learning how to smile in English.
What the fuck? I think her.
Shout out Pedro.
What's her name? Emily Gomez.
She looks cute.
I'm going with her.
Oh wait,
Oh, Vian. Viana Festo. Fuck it.
Vian.
You got 2 for that page.
artsy, cute, nice body.
Yeah. You're pretty banging. And if you never knew that's how I thought about you, that's how I think about you.
Wait, so are these people not in it? Cause because
Oh, this is going to take so long. You know how many seniors we had? We can't keep doing this.
seriously,
Okay, let's keep doing it.
let's just go faster.
Okay. We can't say that one because. Oh, wait. Wait.
Ooh, I forgot.
Is that? Oh, I thought that was your ex. It's not.
Oh, what the fuck? What does this look
Sorry.
like? Okay. Well, that's hard.
We can't say her, right?
I can.
The history.
Brooke. Fritz, she had a nice body and she's cute.
Dang, okay, objectively,
But no, like I wouldn't do anything with her.
Alright, speak quick. Don't say her, please. Just don't. Fuck it, say her.
Liliana. Oh shit, sorry, Margaret Estrada. Actually, both of you guys.
They're really
And
cute.
this doesn't mean if we don't say your name, this doesn't mean you're ugly or whatever. It just means like.
Can we get a fucking sexual harassment charge for doing this? First and last names. Okay, go. I know you want to so bad.
Katie Connors was the hottest girl in high school. Period. So cute. I think I was like just discovering my life when I realized that she was hot in middle school, and I would even go to the same middle school as her. So when meeting her in high school, I was like,
You discovered her in middle school?
yeah,
How?
because
From
Andrew.
Instagram?
Andrew.
Oh, you're sick.
Yeah, yeah.
There
There was a lot of baddies in this page.
Oh.
Hold on, can I just reflect for a second? This one.
Oh my god.
That one was really close for a second.
Wow.
I feel kind of bad because it's like we're ranking girls, but we're not. Yes. I think we should do that as in like.
There's a lot of baddies. in
Holy
this page.
shit.
Oh my god. There's a lot.
How about we do our own? I would
Just
do
one each? Oh fuck.
Wait,
Okay.
do you think? What if they see the pod? This is all in respect.
Just know every person on this page is fucking banging.
Yeah, literally. All of them.
I'm
every
gonna go
time.
Valerie Castillo.
I'm gonna go Gabby Chan.
All right.
sick.
I can't believe we're doing so many people.
This is like, it's
We
like
should've
one of
left
these
it
people
at,
are gonna
like,
see this thing.
Absolutely. And they're gonna tell everybody else. Who cares? We're
Ooh.
already this deep, bro.
I don't know if you.
Oh, she's a baddie. Move your fucking hand.
Sorry.
I don't want to give her that clout. I can't.
Lorraine
there?
Barrios.
Lauren
Look
Barrios.
at she was there too. She was really cute.
Yeah, she's a cutie.
Dude, Lorraine was like
Wow.
is like naturally very beautiful. Very.
Oh my god, do I do it?
Yes, you do it.
Do I do it?
Do it.
She watches,
Look at-
bro.
she's even
And I
double.
talked to her,
Okay.
and she was a situationship, low key.
Just say it.
Even though we never talk about it anymore. Chelsea Acevedo. There you go. You're one of the most beautiful girls I've ever known.
That was it.
Is that it? No way. That's all the seniors, right?
Yeah, that's
I think we started in the middle of the senior
No, I
portraits.
know. I went all the way.
You did?
Yeah, look at the
Alright, fuck
beginning.
it. I don't
is-
really want to do it.
I don't.
anyways.
Do you really want it to not end?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
Holy
not,
shit.
That's not what I thought
It's
was gonna
almost
happen.
2 a.m.
Oh man, that's a work.
It's almost 2 a.m.
Here, let's
Next
call it.
time we won't promote it as much. How about that?
Yeah.
Just it was a little too much. But I mean, fuck, we love the questions too.
Yeah.
But
Definitely splitting in two since it's 3.5 hours.
3.5 hours we just recorded of a pod. This is obviously the second half you're seeing
This
here.
is the Easter egg. We're not even promoting this.
yeah,
or
no,
anything.
fuck no. We're not saying
If
that.
you know the people, or if you are the person, don't tell anyone
Thank
else.
God this is gonna be in the second Q&A video because people are gonna be like, "Oh my god, another Q&A video," and they're not gonna watch it and they're not gonna hear 1,000 IQ.
We're good.
1,000 IQ.
All right.
Holy shit, we just did that.
Let's just wrap it up quick. Thanks so much for the last video. It's at almost 1,000. A lot of love.
Yeah.
Make sure you watch it. It's one of our best pods. This will be coming out. I don't know when. Thanks for asking all the questions. Next time when we do it, ask a question, bro. We love the questions. It gave us so much
Yeah, I love it.
topic ideas and being able to dive deep into it.
Even if we're not doing a Q&A, fucking ask a question in the comments. I love that shit. And be like, hey, bitch, answer this on the next pod and we'll do it. I think that's it.
Yep.
Podding forever.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Good night.
Peace.
Fucking tired.
I can tell you get hella tired like once we started this. Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, it hit me.